What's going on, everybody? It's Sean here, and I'm here today to give you a review of the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in this Royal Reimagined colorway. So the Air Jordan Reimagined series takes iconic OG colorways of the Air Jordan series, but it gives it a unique twist. So whether that's a vintage touch, or in this case, replacing the traditional leather with suede instead. So these released on November 4th for a retail price of $180 US or $235 here in Canada. And the official colorway for this shoe is black, royal blue, and white. And these are available at most Air Jordan retailers, including the Closet Inc., which is here in Canada. So for all my Canadian viewers out there, the Closet Inc. is an independently owned and operated sneaker boutique based right here in Southern Ontario in Canada. And they're my go-to shop for Nikes and Air Jordan retros. So if you guys are curious to check them out and see what they're all about, I've linked their website, their social media, all that good stuff down below. So give them a shout out and let them know that I sent you. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box. So this comes in a black based Nike box, but instead of the typical black and red, they replaced that, giving us a black and blue colored box instead. And you'll see the Nike branding on the lid has a shiny effect to it. So the Royal Air Jordan 1 is one of the original colorways of the Air Jordan 1, and definitely one of the most beloved colorways of all time. And they last released in OG form back in 2017. So while this pair isn't true to OG form, for sneakerheads that missed that 2017 release, this might be the closest you'll get to the Royal 1 until Jordan Brand brings it back in OG form once again. So diving into the details of this shoe, starting things off with the toe box, you'll see this is covered in this royal blue colored suede. Just like any other Air Jordan 1, we have this perforated finish on the toe box, and the suede feels very nice to the touch. It's not overly long-haired and shaggy, but it's not a totally flat suede either. Surrounding the front toe cap, according to the Nike.com description, they utilized black leather instead of suede, and even though suede theoretically is a type of leather, it feels much more like a flatter black nubuck to the touch. So this black leather covers the eyelets of the shoe, as well as the entire mid panel underneath this, and then stitched on top of this we have a blue Nike swoosh, which is also crafted using suede. This same blue suede covers the side wings of the shoe, and then embossed on the lateral side only, we have the Air Jordan Wings logo, which is done in black. And then surrounding the heel, we have more of that bluish suede, and then the top ankle collar area, this is covered in more of that black colored nubuck. In terms of laces, so these come with two different lace options. The standard lace, and the one that I definitely prefer more, are these flat style black laces. It gives the shoe more of a sleek and tonal look. But if you want to give the shoe a bit more pop and contrast, they also come with a flat style blue lace too. Underneath this, we have your traditional black colored nylon tongue, and at the very top of the tongue, we have this woven tag with Nike Air branding in blue. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with a polyurethane foam insole, and as usual, we have Nike branding pressed onto the heel. So the upper of these Air Jordan 1s, this sits atop this solid rubber cupsole, and encased within this cupsole but not visible to the eye, we do have Nike Air technology for cushioning and impact protection. And then turning this pair over to the bottom, here we have your traditional Air Jordan 1 outsole. So nothing really special here. This is all crafted using a royal blue colored rubber. We have this circular pivot point on the forefoot, along with the Nike logo found right in the middle. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit like most of my other Air Jordan 1 highs, so I'd recommend for most people to stick true to size. If you have a really wide foot, you might want to consider going up a half size, but I feel like for the majority of people out there, just go with your actual measured foot size and you should be okay. But I feel like the majority of people out there, if you're watching this review, you probably have tried an Air Jordan 1 before, so sticking with whatever size you normally go with, that should be a safe bet for this pair as well. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Air Jordan 1, so it's going to be more of a stiff, firm, and flatter feel underfoot. If you're looking for a shoe that has a lot of softness and cushioning underfoot, the Air Jordan 1 unfortunately is not going to be the shoe for you, but one of the positive things about using suede is that it feels very soft and very broken in straight out of the box. If you've worn suede shoes before, you probably know they feel extremely flexible and very malleable to your foot, which could be a bad thing because over time, the more you wear these, the shape is really going to warp and it won't necessarily hold its structure and shape the same way that a smooth leather would, for example. But the trade-off to that is that there's zero break-in time required, so straight out of the box, they're going to feel very comfortable. Last but not least, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality, I was pretty happy with it. Both the suedes and the black nubucks that they use, it's not spectacular leather quality, but when we're talking about mass-produced Air Jordan sneakers, what we got I really was pretty happy with. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, unfortunately this is where I kind of had some issues with this shoe. This is pretty common though when it comes to Air Jordans, and not even specific to Air Jordans, just Nike products in general. Unfortunately, the QC is kind of hit or miss. So for my pair, the stitch job was pretty good. It was pretty free of glue stains, but I noticed that my right foot seemed a little bit crooked compared to the left. It wasn't like a major deal breaker, but just one of those things that I see so often when it comes to Nike products. So you might want to double check your pair. If you have the opportunity to go to a store and pick one pair from a bunch that they have, you just might want to double check each one and pick the best of the bunch. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up for you and I'll show you guys how these look. Like I said earlier on in this review, if you're someone that missed the last leather version of the Royal Ones, I think this is a decent replacement. For myself though, I have a couple pairs of the 2017s, and when I think of the Royal One, I always think of leather instead of suede. So that's why I'm not totally in love with this pair. It's just a little bit off to me when I see this iconic colorway, but it has this funny suede upper instead of the traditional leather. But honestly, from afar, this black and blue combo, this is just one of those legendary iconic color combinations. So I definitely don't blame anyone for picking these up. As of right now though, it seems like these are definitely sitting in stores. So if you're kind of on the fence, I'd probably recommend waiting to see if you can grab these on a discount. Then I think it would be much more worth it. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Royal Reimagined Air Jordan 1? What are your thoughts on the suede treatment? Are you a fan of it? Did you pass because it's suede? Leave a comment down below and let's talk about it. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow my Twitter or X account at sean.gospoutout, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.